guys, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII, and let this be the room I wake up in when I wake up. You've changed. No, I haven't changed. Wait a minute, I just changed, didn't I? Hey, they're alive! Well, most of us are alive anyway. Kinda missing too. Welcome back, Zell, the dream world again. I feel like I'm in the deja vu world again, because I swear I hit the record button last time, but apparently not. There goes half an hour. Let's try this again. How is Laguna doing? You didn't see him, huh? Oh, so you were Ward in the dream sequence. Laguna and company went to that Centra place, and we're in pretty big trouble after that. We kind of saw that. Well, from Ward's perspective, he's been all alone since then. Working in some sort of a prison-like place. Oh yeah, I think Kyros was saying that last time. He's working in the D District prison. And he's bored out of his mind. He wants to be fighting alongside Laguna. Yeah, what are we experiencing? And we still have no answer for that. We keep talking about it. It's like we should try and figure out what this is, and then we don't. All right. Oh God. Oh no. Squall's gone. That ice through the chest? He's dead. Our backup hero is Zell. Well, Squall's still in the menu, which is weird. Well, I might as well steal some of his magic while I'm at it. Let's get the those Cura spells and give those to give them to Zell there. You can only cast magic in the menu if the character happens to be in the party, and since Zell's the only one in there, let's just heal everybody up. Yeah, heal everybody up. Seems to work fine. What are you up to? Wasn't he working in some sort of prison? Yeah. Yeah, he was from Galbadia. Yeah, we're prisoners. Shouldn't we be trying to break out? Wait a minute. 1 + 1? No. Down at the bottom. We are in the D District prison. The same one that they mentioned that Ward was working at. Considering his injuries, I have a pretty strong supposition that he's not, with us. Yes, he just said that, and I think you just mentioned that as well. Does this room look familiar? Of all the stupid is right. This is why I groan at the thought of Zell being the backup hero, because, well, he's lovable, but that doesn't make him any less of an idiot. I should hope so. He's a janitor. Now, he probably doesn't know who we are, but I think we should probably try and find him, and hopefully we can get out of here. We might be able to convince him if we, mention specific things about, Laguna and all, stuff from his past. We have this weird experience. We kind of know what you guys have been through. Help us out, please? It's no surprise we're in jail. We did indeed attack the sorceress. Though one thing I do find somewhat interesting is the only 3 who directly attacked the sorceress were Squall, Irvine, and Renoa. The other 3 were in the tower there. They activated the switch. But the thing is, Squall had time to drive over, and then everyone had time to fight both Cypher and Edea. These 3 should have been able to escape without too much trouble, I would suspect. We went up against the president, and we'd be sentenced to death. The president, yeah, well, speaking of death, this president is dead. We saw him be killed, and so did the rest of the country. The sorceress is now in charge. what is going to happen to us? Yeah, where is Irvine anyway? Sorceress did kind of throw ice through his chest. I don't think he's in very good shape right now. He's probably pretty damn near a corpse. Speaking of corpse... Bullshit! Bullshit! There is no way you're alive! That big frickin' ice thingy that went through your chest was the size of your head. No wound? Bullshit! Bullshit aside, if we look at this, Squall should be dead. The thing is, Squall is dead. Squall is dead is a theory proposed by the fans of Final Fantasy VIII many years ago. It proposes that Squall indeed dies to the ice wound in his chest at the end of Disc 1. This is the start of Disc 2, that in the Winhill sequence. And, well, what this theory proposes is that he dies then, and everything else for the rest of the game basically encompasses his life flashing before his eyes, for lack of a better term. The idea is that it happens in a very short period of time, basically as he's dying from this wound. And the things that we see in the game are things that have happened and things that he would like to happen. And it's just all being crammed into a narrative that his brain and our eyes can understand. So whether the first disc is kind of focused around kind of the whole world, nothing is super kind of tied to Squall or to our characters or anything like that. We have the small city of Balam. It's by itself. We have Balam Garden over on one side. We have this war in our past, you know, the Sorceress War. And we have Galbadia. Galbadia has its ties to Timber in taking over that country. They have their ties to Ethzar, we've heard about through some of these Laguna sequences in this past war. We also have some evidence of, you know, like lots of like political things. Nothing's really tied together all that well. We're just, you know, a little bit over here and a little bit over there. Well, that changes going forward, and without going into massive details, which would include massive spoilers, the focus changes from being more general to a lot more focused and basically a change in focus from the first disc. That's one of the pieces of evidence for this theory. Again, to talk in more detail would just require too many spoilers, though. So we will eventually come back to this toward the end of the game. One of the other things is we learn a lot of like personal details about Squall and about the characters, and moving forward we just kind of see a lot more of these personal things that in the first disc we didn't. The idea is that these details from Squall's, you know, things like his past and personal traits about him and all these other kind of things that we don't know were basically, the theory proposes that it wraps all of these details in a tightly knit ball around in the narrative that we see going forward. Now, this is a very interesting theory to me. I personally really enjoy the theory, and I think it adds more to this game and fills in some of the plot holes that we're going to see later on. Oh my, are there plot holes. But in the end, it's just a theory, not a game. Well, I guess technically it is a game theory. I don't think he's done one on this. Surprising. But yeah, it's a theory about Final Fantasy VIII. Yoshinori Kitase... Let's try that again. Yoshinori Kitase has... he was one of the creators of the game. He may have been the main director of this game. He has said strictly in interviews that this is not what they had intended for the game. So this isn't technically canon, but I think it's more interesting to look at the story through this lens. Now, just keep certain things in mind throughout the game. I'm not going to go and point every little bit out, but what I am going to do is when we get to the ending of the game, before I do my review, I'm going to wrap it all together and we're going to throw back to a lot of sequences and how I think this theory does make a lot of sense, even if there's no, you know, major evidence for or against it. But anyway, long diatribe aside, let's continue on. Surrounded by soldiers, and there was Cypher, leering down at you like a jackass. Damn you, Cypher. Now, you noticed he kind of jutted and his room moved around a little bit. Well, this is his room. Apparently it was, some of the rooms were like that in this game, which is kind of weird. Well, that's weird. Wonder if that has any bearing on anything going forward. 7th floor, huh? How many floors are there? There was a loud noise. Wonder what that noise was. What do you mean you don't like him at all? You just saw him. Sound of your friend being tortured. Your name is Mean Guy. Creative! You brought guns into a cell. I know you're supposed to maintain the prisoners and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think guns would be the best way of doing that. At least not from the inside and not up so close. Well, yeah, obviously not us. We're prisoners. Zell, not too bright. Asking you a question. Again, guns are best used at a distance. Assholes! Don't beat the crap out of frickin' Squall 2.0. I guess he really isn't Squall 2.0 anymore, is he? Or Zell. What did you forget? Probably not the best thing to admit right away, but, whatever. That kick looked like it missed, but whatever. So Renault is out. I guess they're taking her somewhere for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe they're going to interrogate her or something like that. No, he almost died, and depending on how you look at it, he did die. Hello? I don't know, I just always kind of laugh at that throw and how fast his arm moves versus how fast the body follows. It's just kind of odd.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away!
What the bloody hell were those? I can probably guess. Things aren't going to go my way, are they? What a seed is? Well, if you recall back to the very start of the game, they gave us basically this definition right in the computer system, and we didn't need to be a seed in order to see it. We're combat specialists. You should probably already know that. You aren't a seed, but you could read the same things that I could read 2 minutes into starting the game up. Oh, you think there's some kind of a secret? No, we didn't get any kind of secret. We get paid. About it. My tough nut to crack list. You seem to have a lot of lists. Unless Instructor, Quistis was added to a list. I have a feeling it wasn't this list. But, yeah, I wouldn't think you'd talk so easily. I'm honored. Now what? Oh god. Yeah, I'm reminded to my previous game. And if you leave the dialogue on there, he gets shocked forever. So don't be mean to poor Squall. Others will. The instructor, the messenger girl, the chicken wuss. He wouldn't last 5 seconds, or 3. I don't know why I said 5. My brain works. Probably that. I'm gonna go with that. And they are all here indeed. So I guess we know that everyone, except for Irvine, still don't know where Irvine is. We all seem to be in the same spot. Since I like you so much, I thought you should go first. Aw, how nice. How do I look in my moment of triumph? My childhood dream fulfilled. Become the sorceress's knight. Now, I missed this dialogue somewhere along the line, but it's mentioned... I thought it was in the computer somewhere, I could be wrong, but it's somewhere this information exists. I know I've read it in my test run, but they've mentioned somewhere that Cypher was really like kind of enraptured or really like rented out a film a whole bunch of times, and that film was The Sorceress's Knight. So that's where he gets this idea from. And there is additional information about this film that actually does pop up later on in the game. So we'll be able to answer some additional points at that stage. He's nothing but a torturer now. And he's out cold. This is a scene where you swear your undying hatred for you. I think we pretty much got that as well. The tale is evil mercenary versus the sorceress's knight. Ah, so you think you're the good guy, are you? Fun has just begun. And they shock him even though he passed out. Who are you drawing Cure from? Why would Cure hurt you? What do you mean it's no use? An anti-magic field, huh? At the start of the episode, I cast the Cure spell. It worked just fine. Yeah, the whole anti-magic field thing, they pull this completely out of nowhere, and it has no real-world effects on anything, because you can actually use magic in here, you just can't use it in this particular scene. It's stupid. That's why I went out of my way to transfer those spells and heal at the start of the episode, just because I wanted to make sure that I got that point across. What the bloody hell is this? What kind of creature is this? Hey! Just because he looks weird doesn't mean you have to kill him. There are 2 dialogue options that'll come up in this episode. Both of them you must require, or well, you're not required to, but if you do them, you get a minor reward out of it. I'll stop him. Big meanie! Well, his name is Mean Guy. Well, you don't have backup this time, so I guess Zell can show off a little more. You'll regret that! Yeah, it's in his name. Are you okay, little strange creature thing, you? Well, the first time she was drawing it, I'm not sure who she was drawing it from, but... we have cure spells, though I'm not sure if it matters if you actually have cure spells, because I think that stuff's hard-coded in, and they assume that you have cure spells at this point in the game. Why do you oppose the sorceress? Because it's our job. We were given a mission to oppose the sorceress and assassinate her. Missiles? Balam Garden is to be destroyed on charges of training seeds to oppose the sorceress. Oh, crap. And yet, you're more than content having it destroyed. He seems to have got himself a position around here. Some kind of higher-up position within Galbadia, which is odd considering he comes from Balam. The seed hunt will begin, huh? I'm getting flashback. Well, I guess technically, if it was back when this game came out, flashes forward in time to episode 3 of Star Wars. Hunt for the Jedi. Now you're both a knight and a bloodhound, are you? It'll be fun, Squall. Don't die yet. Well, Cypher got bored already, so he's making his lackey do all the work. Well, I guess the warden probably isn't his lackey, but I don't understand the question. Gotta be a smartass, eh? What is Seed all about? We're just mercenaries, special forces. It's pretty much all we know about us. I don't know. This is another one of those situations where you have to answer just let me die, even though earlier, like with the train sequence, we were supposed to not say something similar to that because it would have given us a game over. Here, it gives us a minor reward, but in the end, it doesn't matter. But that's the right response if you want to get as many things as possible. Again, being a smartass probably isn't the best thing, though it seemed to work well in the previous game. Well, the previous game that I Let's Played. Whoa! Oh crap! I think Squall might be dead again. Completely knocked out cold. Moombas? What's a Moomba? Now what? Yeah, this is kind of interesting because you can basically just go sit right here, and you sit right on top of the little creature sprite, which is kind of funny. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot we can do. We just need to go talk to Quistis, and that directs us to do this automatically. Gotta think of a way to escape, huh? Anyone got a plan? Hopefully someone's got a good plan. I'm sure Zell can come up with a lot of really dumb plans if he tries. You'd skin this little guy and wear him as a disguise. Oh God, Selphie, what is wrong with you? Selphie? You are now my favorite character because holy crap, you're crazy as all hell. From blowing things up with a rocket launcher to skinning this little creature alive, you're just all over the map. And it's really funny because it's so against your, bubbly personality normally. Can't rely on magic. So we have to use weapons. And we have to get them back, because apparently we don't have any. Zell's weapons are these fists o' mine. Who translated this game? Yeah. Except for you can't get out of a house. Oh God, it is up to Zell. And we're gonna go get weapons back. So you know the place. Yeah, if he mopped the floors, he would know how to get from place to place, though. Leave everything to Zell. So we're gonna go with one of Zell's plans, are we? I have a feeling this is a really stupid plan. Yeah, what's wrong? A snake bit him. Okay then. Please tell me this plan doesn't work. I want to get out of here, but at the same time, I don't want something so stupid to work. It worked. There was only one guard, and he was dumb enough to come in and just be an idiot. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And this little creature wants to go too. Just don't get in the way. Well, we're supposed to go up a floor, but I'm actually going to cut down a floor instead. And that's just because I want to hit the save point. and I want to set up my stuff, and that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will hopefully get our weapons back and try and break ourselves out of this prison, maybe even saving Squall in the process. But anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.